Hey guys, welcome back to World of Tanks, and I've got a battle for you today, another encounter battle on El Haluf, and driving our tier 9 medium American autoloader, the T-54E1. Now I've kind of been holding off. I didn't really want to do a video on this tank until I'd got it fully upgraded because I still have the gun from the T-69 on it. However, I'm bringing you today, after the last video, which was the best game I've ever had XP wise, this is quite possibly the closest game I've ever had. Not to give out any spoilers, but yeah, it's going to be a close finish. So yeah, just heading up to normal Death Corner A2 area in El Haluf. But on our way up we see a Jagdpanther 2, so we'll just fire a few shots at him. Really unlikely we're going to pen, but you know, see him, we'll chase him away, just check the penetration. Yeah, this is the same penetration as T-69's gun. 173, not really good at all. Shame we kind of decided to reload. We could have got a couple of shots in that Type 59, but we'll live and learn. You kind of take whatever you think is the best opportunity to reload with an autoloader. So yeah, differences of this gun on the T-54E1 over the T-69, you get an extra shell. So you're up to 5 instead of 4. Can make a nice bit of difference. But we're just sitting here in this area and we're wondering, just hope no heavy tanks come up behind us. But as soon as we turn round, someone shows up on the minimap. Because we had shots on the back of the Type 59 and Pershing that are over there, but we'll need to deal with this AMX 50-100 first. So we get one shot into him. He hits us and just damages our tracks. He hits us again, takes our tracks off. And we actually managed to kill him without losing any HP, which I don't even know. He had the bum of my tank and didn't manage to do damage, so yeah, go figure. So now we're clear, we've got heavy tank support there, they can watch that corner. And we can go back with our original idea of trying to get this Type 59 in Pershing. Fairly confident won't see us yet. Pershing does now because we're fired. One shot on him, two shot on him. Third one just does a critical. Fourth one for damage. And fifth one misses. So not too bad. I mean, they're in a nice position there. And depending on how our team react and the skill of them, they can do a good bit of damage once they're in that position, so it's nice to try and dig them out if you've got the opportunity. So we're just going to sit here and be careful. Still fairly confident they can't see us, we're outside their view range. Add that to the fact we've got a camo net in this thing. Unfortunately the gun's not being overly accurate. And we'll get a bit of a shot in the cupola, but we miss and hit the Type 59, so it was a win-win situation. And there we go, our team's able to finish off the Type 59, and that Pershing shouldn't be too much of a hassle. But since we've got, you know, heavy tanks watching the corner behind us, we'll just focus our attentions on the Pershing and make sure he does get cleaned up. Seems to be pushing his friend out the way, but it's not going to help him any. So there we go. Cleaned up that little area. We can now pay attention to this corner. We've got an enemy E75 across the way. And we're not sure what else. Unfortunately, our IS-3 friend's been setting fire and doesn't have a fire extinguisher. And now I'm kind of toying with what's the best idea to do. And I'm thinking what the IS-3 was thinking. Instead of going around the top corner, come round this one and go to the base of the mountain. At least I'm not sure if that's what the IS-3 was thinking or if he was just thinking cap, but hey. See if we've got shots in the Ferdinand, but he's in cover. And since our friend the IS-3's just gone down there and died, he'll have attracted attention from the enemy team, so they're probably looking in that area. So we won't be going out immediately. kind of reassessing our plan if it's still a valid option. And we think it is, so we'll go for it. Cut down here and try and get to the base of the mountain without being shot. Avoid the cap to make sure we don't get any attention. No one's firing at us yet. We've got a super Pershing up there. But we've got ourselves into cover, so no worries. And now we can see what we can do over here. E75. And a Jagdpanther. We did reveal our position when we poked our head out earlier, but I'm happy trading that to get the Jagdpanther 2 cleared up.
We didn't even scratch them.
And now we're reloading. I've kind of made a bit of a mistake at this point. I'm reloading standard ammo when I should be reloading premium, to be honest, since I'm going up against an E75. And again, if you may have noticed, I carry almost a 50-50 split. I've got 25 shells of standard ammo, 20 of premium. Because, you know, 173 pen when you're in a tier 9 is just not really going to cut it most of the time. I mean, you can easily be in a game that's mainly tier 10s with this thing, so yeah, carry a good bit of premium.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
And I put a shot in him. I think this is where I realise, yeah, really should be loading the premium. Need the heat for this. And as for the rest of the battlefield, our team's still kind of playing a bit cautious, a bit campy, but then again so's their team. And it's still pretty close. We've only got one tank extra. And we just need to see what we can do with this E75. Now we did have Tiger 2 behind us helping, but he got cleaned up unfortunately. So it's just myself. We'll try and get a shot in his cupola, to no avail. And we'll try again, but we take a shot in the face. And he's just staying in cover. So we're not really getting our opportunity to empty a magazine into our target. He's got far too good cover he can fall back to, so we're just going to fall back and reload as well. Did have 3 shots left, but it's better to have 5, and we've definitely got the opportunity to reload completely. So yeah, what is it we've got up there? It's a T30 in our team we've got up there. So he can do a fair bit of damage if he knows what he's doing. And we're kind of stuck in this location at the moment. If we head up that little pathway, we can be shot. If we go around the corner, the E75 will get us. If we try and fall back anywhere, it's not good. Could be spotted at any time and shot by Arty, so yeah. Kind of stuck here. E75's making a move, so we make a move to try and get shots on him. He's on the move, he's less accurate. Fortunate bounce there. So that gives us some time to put more shots into him. The only downside is we needed one more to kill him. And so ends our game. We did do a good amount of damage, good bit of work on that E75, but wasn't quite enough. Just one more shell would have been good enough. So now we'll just flick about between our remaining allies. We've got T95 in the mini town. Yeah, T95 over here, T20 over here, and the RT in the corner. And we'll just observe this T32 for the majority of the time. Unfortunately, he's got this super Pershing to deal with. He's in a really good location though. Nice hull down, only needs to expose his turret to take shots. But there is always the issue that there is still an enemy artillery piece in play. On the other hand, we do know where all our tanks are. We've got the E75 and the enemy super Pershing around about the cap. We've got the IS-3 up on the hillside there. And artillery, it's the only one we don't know where it is, but you can, it's artillery, it doesn't really matter where it is, it can probably get shots on you, so try and stay in cover, try and stay safe. And we need to try and be careful with this one, because it is a very close game. 11-11, they start capping. No real surprise. I wouldn't say that was a mistake on their part or anything. Oh, E75. Because, as I say, we kind of knew where everybody was anyway, so they may as well start capping. So we've got this E75 here. Hopefully artillery's looking this direction. Because the T-32 could clean him up. There we go. But it's not really a risk you want to be taking. So Artie gets the E75, Super Pershing shows up. And it's really quite a tense situation at the moment. This T-32 is going to need to do the brunt of the work, because the T-95 and the T-28 are just too slow to really be doing much. And once they get into a position where they can actually help, they can be rather easily flanked, to be honest, once they get in close. So T-95's climbing the hill to try and get round the IS-3. T-28 was moving up to help kill the Super Pershing. There we go, T-95 turns, puts a shot over. T-32 is trying to play safe. T-28's got shot, takes a hit in the side from the IS-3, who's now coming down the hill, and he's just going for the kill.
We fixed the track. Get going.
Not much you can do in a T-28 at this point. Fortunate miss there from the IS-3. And T-28 starts turning. This is causing the IS-3 to go right round behind them to flank, which means the T-32 gets a free shot on the IS-3. And we'll cycle back through to the T-32 if the game would let us. There we go. So we now get a face-hugging IS-3 and T-32. Bounce there. And this is where you kind of... you get to see the skill of some of these players. I have to say, fairly impressed with the T-32 in this fight. All the IS-3 has to do is put one shot in him that does damage, and he'll kill him. That's it. But the T-32 is really quite good at juking shots and dodging out the way at just the right time. And again, like, unbelievable. So it was not the best odds that the T-32 had in that fight, but he managed to pull it off. That was one of the most impressive things I've seen in quite a while from someone in tanks. So there we go, it's just down to Artie. Unfortunately we've only got 1 minute left on the clock, so there's no time for capping, as it is in a counter battle. So it's kill or draw, which isn't really a good option, because Artie's probably in the back corner, T-32 has to climb the hill. Best bet I'm thinking about here is the T-32 manages to get up the hill and spot the artillery, and our artillery can kill their artillery. It's about the best we can hope for. Only 30 seconds left. No, oh, surprise surprise, the Artie actually came out. The Artie, I think, was actually going to reset the cap. He misses. T-95 gets a shot on him, and the Artie goes forward across these kind of open terrains, the riverbed where there's nothing to hide behind. 2 seconds, 1 second. 1 second left on the clock. And the T95 manages to get him. Fantastic. So there we are, guys. Here's the post-battle results for that game. I think definitely the closest game I have had, down to the very last second. Absolutely phenomenal. Love it. So there we go. Fell on our first win of the day. So 1044 XP, doubled up to 2088. Very nice. And I have to give some major props to that T32 driver. Sarnok, very well played, very impressive. The way he took down the IS-3, just fantastic. So yeah, more detailed stats. What we got? 29 shots fired, 23 hits, 20 pens, for a total of 3,347 damage. Not too bad, quite good. But bear in mind, this is the stock gun, same as the one in the T69. So not to full capabilities of this tank, I would say. I think you can definitely manage a good bit more once you get the top gun. We took just under 3,000 potential damage, 8 hits received, 7 pens. Again, you don't bounce much in these tanks, so don't rely on your armour. And 800 assistance damage, so not too bad overall. So yeah, just fantastic, absolutely love it. So last game I showed you, last video, was the best game I've had XP wise, and this definitely takes the title as the closest game I've ever played. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sharing that journey with me. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.